So Alexander Volkanovski is flying from Australia to Abu Dhabi to be an alternate for Charles Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev. A lot of you guys are going to think I'm being a hater, but I'm going to tell you why this is a mistake for Alexander Volkanovski. Alexander Volkanovski, number one, you're going to get that second title shot. If the UFC confirmed to you that you're the next person in line to fight for the lightweight title, why don't you just wait? If for some reason Charles Oliveira pulls out of the fight, because that's the only guy that will literally pull out of the fight because of weight issues or X, Y, and Z of not making weight. But that being said, if let's say hypothetically, if you were to fight a guy like Islam Makhachev, that's the worst matchup that you could ever pick, because Islam Makhachev, he is, if you want to call him a one-trick pony, but that one-trick pony of what he does, where you've never been, while a guy's with the power and the strength and the weight that he's gonna have on top of you, it's not a smart idea, Alexander. I'm gonna give you an example. Like for me, I will never be a replacement fight. You know why? Because I take my credentials too serious, as I should. I take my career, my legacy too serious, as I should. Why don't you just wait? Maybe fight somebody in February. I know somebody, and he's talking right here, but I get it. More likely, they're not gonna give it to me. It's the same reason why I'm gonna fight my way back. I'm gonna fight you, and then we can settle the score. But that being said, I think you shouldn't be doing things like this, because the simple fact is, when you fight for a double title, you should take your time. Taking your time is the best thing that you could do, because right now you're not giving yourself a fighter's chance. You're just fighting to see, okay, I'm going to fight and I'm going to see if I could win. Not only will you lose, but you'll also lose your pound for pound status. When you have that pound for pound status, it's even though it's voted by these damn analysts who have never fought in their life, but I will say you are pound for pound right now. You will lose that, and you got to keep that stuff in mind. Make the right decisions. Don't just jump out there for attention. If I was you, maybe I just go out there just to watch and be like, hey, I'm next. Let Dariush, let Gamrot get the title shot if one of those guys doesn't make weight. But looking at that, just seeing it that way, it seems like you're just kind of just seeing seeing if whatever, what shit sticks on the wall. You don't want to do that. Be smart about what you do, And at the end of the day, Alexander, I'm coming, dude. I'm coming because I have a plan and I have a goal. But I'm not too sure if you have a plan or if you have a goal.
No, Henry, and I agree a little bit with the point you're making. If you look at someone he of course trains with and is close with, Israel Adesanya, when he tried to go to get that double champ status, he did it a little bit too quickly, and that's still the only loss of his career. So do you see some parallels with that too? I mean, that was if Israel could take it back, he probably would as well.
Yeah, I just think Israel in his position, it was a good matchup for him. I personally thought he was going to beat him, and it was a close fight, but he ended up losing. It just showed that a bigger guy that could put you on your back, it's different. And it's almost going to be a similar position, even though I give Alexander more of a chance against anybody at the lightweight division, but not against Islam Makhachev. If you're a replacement fight, the more likely the person that you're probably going to have to replace is going to be Charles Oliveira, because of the stuff that happened in the past with him. And the past can typically repeat itself. It's happened to me. I missed weight. I've missed weight again. So if you're unable to get that stuff, if you're not able to get that stuff in order, remember, we have a vacant belt here. What Charles Oliveira doesn't have is he doesn't have that belt. So if he doesn't make the weight, there's no fight. If he's off by 0.1 of an ounce, he can't compete. He can't fight. So it pays to be champion. It pays to have leverage in the belt. It pays, Alexander, for you to have the belt and to be pound for pound. I just don't think it would be a right. And these things could happen in the UFC. People pull out. People, whether it's psychology or whether it's injury or whether it's making weight, people do pull out. Take your damn time. Take your time if you really want to become a double champ and see if you can do it right where you're really able to prepare for somebody. You're just being a gladiator and a warrior, then you're probably not respecting the game. But whatever. Those are my 2 cents.
And do you think, let's say even if Volkanovski just goes there, the fight goes on as planned, do you think it still could adversely affect him, just the travel and having to make weight when, as you said, it's no secret there's a Perth, Australia card in February that Volkanovski is going to at minimum be targeted for. Do you think it's a mistake just even, going through these steps?
Yeah, first of all, I think if that Australia fight was to ever take place, give it to me. I think if anybody could sell a fight, if anybody's hated, if anybody wants that, it's right here. If you want a tune-up fight, it's like, I'm right here. When I met him, I says, hey, man, and I do respect Alexander.
This is all competition, man. If an Olympic gold medal to UFC belts ain't enough, man, I just want to compete, Alexander. We party together. As a competitor, I respect the shit out of you. Congratulations, number 1.
You know I respect you, too.
I just want to know how far that I can take it, and I respect this. The only reason why I want to challenge you.
Well, let's be real. I need some challenges. So
I'm here. I understand your distance game, and I respect your IQ, and I hope you respect mine. I think we can make something happen.
I respect you before the cameras. Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we'll see if we can make that happen. All right?
But even as a competitor, it's like, I got to do whatever it takes to get that fight. Whether I'm talking shit, whether I'm being nice, or whatever that may be. But I will say one thing. I do respect his IQ with Alexander. But him traveling and going from Australia to Abu Dhabi and a week and a half notice, like, it just tells you that maybe he thinks he's better than what he really is. I'll give him more of a fighting chance with Charles than I would with Islam, just because of Islam's top game. And these guys literally train every single day, just top control for 2 hours. But Alexander has proven he has been the best featherweights in the world. And I think there's a lot of featherweights out there, but I think it is time for him to go up. It would be selfishly, I wouldn't want him because I'd want my crack at him, but he deserves to go up. He does. He's done it. He wants that GOAT status, as he said, and I would just respect the game a little bit more, Alexander. I really would, and learn from your boy Israel. So thank you guys again for watching. It means a lot to me. So you guys remember, there's more breakdowns, there's more technique, there's more tactics, and there's definitely more cringe. So make sure to subscribe and click on that button. I'm out!